All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, time of this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Now, this lesson, okay, is basically going into, the digital, monetary system that they're about to bring, man, and this is where the MOTB comes in, which is the micro CHIP. All right. Now this is from CNBC television, all right, news, okay, YouTube channel. It says JP Morgan partners with Coinbase to connect bank accounts to crypto wallets, man. Right? Now, JP Morgan Chase, all right, that's a big bank, man. That's one of America's big banks. All right? Because now we're going to see digital assets, crypto, tokenization. We're going to see these things become mainstream, man, and be widely adopted. Okay? And we know Trump, he, if I'm not mistaken, the Genius Act, the stable coin bill, with stable coins, is just basically that's the CBDC in disguise, man. All right, that's the CBDC, the central bank digital currency in disguise. Okay, stable coins, man, which is basically just CBDC. All right, and the times that we're coming into, purchases, payments, buying and selling are going to be done cashlessly, digitally through a CHIP, a micro CHIP, that they're going to want inside every man, woman, and child. And these are the times that we're coming into, man. And that is the MARK of the beast. All right, the micro CHIP. And according to the scriptures, us being the people of the Lord, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, we are not to receive this thing even unto death, man. All right, we are not to receive this thing even unto death. All right. Now, I'm going to play, I'm not even going to play, I'm just play a part of it, and get the precept, which is really short, and Lord willing's lesson is edifying.
One quick update on crypto ETFs. Yesterday, the SEC approved in-kind creation and redemption for all spot Bitcoin and Ether ETFs. The move would boost efficiency for institutional investors and marks one of the first major crypto-friendly policy shifts under new SEC Chair Paul Atkins. In a statement, Atkins said that investors will benefit from the approvals as they will make the products less costly and more efficient. Okay, let's talk about the top stories. JP Morgan Chase and Coinbase announcing a strategic partnership to expand crypto access to Chase customers. Starting next year, Chase customers will be able to link their bank accounts to Coinbase wallets. They can also transfer their Chase Ultimate Rewards points to their Coinbase account, with 100 points equaling $1. Now, this marks the first time a major credit card rewards program will be used to fund a crypto wallet. Also, starting this fall, Chase customers will have the ability to fund their Coinbase accounts using Chase credit cards. JPM's.
Okay, so we are in those times, and if I'm not mistaken, the owner of JP Morgan, which is Jamie Dimon, if I'm not mistaken, he was against crypto. If I'm not mistaken, he called Bitcoin a scam. But now we're finna see the mass adoption, the digital assets, tokenization, crypto become mainstream adopted, man. All right, be in everyday life. All right, because these devils, all right, is finna bring forth a digital monetary system, a cashless society where all your purchases, payments, buying and selling are going to be done digitally, cashlessly through a CHIP that they're going to want inside every man, woman, and child, man. We're in those times. Now, this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, and he, the he being who? The tabernacle of Edom, the descendants of Esau, which is the so-called white man. And all these nations are in agreement when it comes to bringing in this digital monetary system, man. It says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, because it's not going to matter if you're rich and poor. Because you have most of the public are not into crypto and digital, and digital assets. But you have some people that are. You have some people that are going to make a lot of money, being into this thing before it become widely adopted. In other sense, they're going to become rich. All right. But soon, okay, this digital, the Esau is going to implement what? This micro C-hip, man. All right. The buying and selling, your ID, all these things is going to be attached to this micro C-hip, man. That they're going to want inside every man, woman, and child. And see, Esau is going to be able to control, you know, what you spend your money on, where you spend it, when you spend it, you know. It's not going to matter about you being rich because you're going to have to get with Esau's system in order to access those funds that you have, man. All right. And this is why the scriptures say we are not to receive this thing, man, even unto death, you know. And the scriptures go into what? Revelation chapter 20. I saw the souls of them that will be beheaded for the witness of Yahweh shine, for the word of the Most High, which had not received the mark in their hands or in their foreheads, man. Roughly paraphrasing, man. You know. All right. The men of the Lord, the believers and followers in Yahweh Shai are going to be willing to forsake all things in this world, man. All right. Whether it be riches, family, loved ones, you know, possessions, lands, you know, they're going to be willing to forsake all things for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, so it says, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. And when you go into this word in the Greek, mark, the Greek word is charagma, which goes into a scratch, etching, thing, carved, sculptured, graven, basically a cutting. Okay, a cutting, because they're gonna have to make a cutting into your flesh, man. All right, so you can receive this thing, and when you go deeper, it goes back to karax, which go into a pale stake or palisade, which is basically a sharp pointed instrument, because they're gonna have to use a sharp pointed instrument to make that cutting into the flesh, so you can receive this mark, man. All right, and it says to receive mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and you got the forehead, the head, you got the Neuralink, right? And when you look at all these, you know, because you had Trump tap Palantir, you know, create the AI database of all the Americans, basically, you know, which Palantir is owned by who? Peter Thiel. All right, which Peter Thiel and Elon Musk founded PayPal. And Elon Musk, he's the one that has the Tesla, you know, X, SpaceX, the Neuralink, okay? The C-hip in the head, man. The brain C-hip, man. The Neuralink, man. All these things are going to come together, man. You know? All right? Okay? And so let's keep going. It says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. The time that we're coming into, you will not be able to buy and sell. You will not be able to make payments. You will not be able to make purchases without receiving this C-hip, man. So you could be rich, you know, you could have, you know, but you will not be able to purchase or buy anything without receiving this C-hip, man. It's going to be a cashless society, a digital monetary system, man. And see, we're in the beginning. All right. We're going to see crypto and digital assets, tokenization, all these things become widely adopted, man, and put into everyday life. All right. So JP Morgan, which, like I said, if I'm not mistaken, is the owner is Jamie Dimon, which in past times was against crypto, man. All right. If I'm not mistaken, he called Bitcoin a scam, but now his company is embracing it. And we're going to see many companies, many corporations embrace the digital assets, man. All right. Because we're in those times. And soon we're going to see the rollout of this C-hip. Okay. And that's really the point. All right. And we understand us as Israelites. Let's just go get it. We are not to receive this thing, man. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, man. All right. Those that receive the C-hip, they're going to take part in the fiery destruction. Okay? So that's really the point. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to close it out. Give infinite praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, the great millstone, time of this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.